obviously it's brought a lot of sound back into your life.
Yes.
Did you find when you first fitted your hearing aids that those sounds were in any way intrusive? Did you find it a bit of a shock to the system that those sounds were back?
Well, walking from here back to my flat,
Yeah,
I thought, good Lord, this traffic is loud.
right.
Yeah. I've got used to the traffic.
It's a rich experience interviewing somebody like you because you're bringing up so many of the important things we discuss with our patients. You mentioned you've gotten used to the traffic. We talk about that as acclimatization,
Mm.
that the brain has found a new reference for softer sound when you have a hearing loss,
Mm.
and that when sound comes back, I think there's a myth that the sounds that are produced by your hearing aids are louder than they naturally would have been. And actually, it's more about the brain needing to readjust to a new reference level in order to say that acclimatization is achieved.
Yeah. And I think the sort of defense mechanism of people with hearing loss when they're talking to somebody is not to, I don't even know if they realize their own lack of hearing,
Mm.
but they don't want to embarrass themselves and say, what did you say? What did you say?
Yes.
And so you start watching people's faces to know how you should react when
Okay.
you actually haven't heard what
So
they've
your
said.
emotional tracking becomes a visual track
Yes,
rather than an
indeed.
auditory
Yeah.
one. I think one of the motivating factors to get people to understand the reason why one should do something about hearing is also that we encourage people to take responsibility for their side of the communication partnership.
Absolutely. Yeah,
You know,
indeed.
there's a speaker and they're listeners,
Yeah.
and you have responsibility to speak clearly and enunciate and make sure that the other person can hear you.
Yeah.
But the other person, if they have a hearing loss, has at least some responsibility to take the steps to arm themselves, so to speak, with the best hearing they can in order to shoulder that half of the communication process.
Yeah, absolutely.
We often find that if somebody is reluctant to do something about their hearing, the person who seems to suffer the most is the partner.
Yeah.
Because the partner says, but I have to repeat myself and my voice takes strain all the time. Really, hearing loss becomes a family tension thing. It's not just one person's issue.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.